Hello, beautiful people. Today we're here to talk about why professional development is beneficial for career advancement. Have you ever wondered who actually determines career advancement? We're also going to learn 2 reasons why professional development is essential for career advancement, and why by advancing your career it might look like you're being selfish, but in reality you're developing some of your company's best assets. By the end of this video you will have a much better sense of how and why you want to invest in your own career development. So when I hear someone ask the question, why is professional development beneficial for career advancement, I always come to the question of whose career? And the answer is, it's your career. So you're the one who determines whether or not professional development is beneficial for your career advancement. There's a couple of different ways that you can look at this. You can either view yourself as someone who is building your capacity systematically over time, over maybe a 30-year period, and you're really clear on what career it is that you want to be in, and you want to build the credentials, and you want to build your personal credibility, and you want to build your identity around being that person in that career. So for you, professional development is absolutely at the core of everything that you do. The other kind of person is a person who moves around a fair bit, someone who might be called a job hopper, but they're someone who hasn't really found what it is that deeply resonates with them, and they're looking for the next best thing that's available to them. And sometimes, many times, if they're good negotiators, they'll also develop a really good ability to be able to negotiate a pay raise every single time they make a move. Now, some of the game here is figuring out how to balance those two. If you do too much of the job hopping, you miss out on a lot of the career development because companies will pay for your career development to a certain extent. If you do nothing but the career development, you can end up being in a company for 20 or 30 years. And if you're a lifer at a particular company, you become almost obsolete inside other companies because certain companies have such specific ways of doing things that you get to the point where there's a rigidity built into how it is you do your work and how you like to work, and it makes you very difficult to hire somewhere else. On the other hand, if you're job hopping, too often you're burning yourself out in terms of building up that credibility, building up that network of people, building up that professional development base that's going to see you through 20 or 30 years of work. Obviously, it's your career, it's your profession, so you get to decide what professional development that you want to do. Bear in mind while you're doing that most companies have the career paths that we talked about in another video. Once you have an understanding of those, you also understand what are the levels of professional development that are paid for by the company or expected by the company at various different times in your career. Now, a lot of times what companies will pay for is they will pay for a lot of the technical skills, and some of the what people refer to as soft skills, some of those more soft skills are really up to you to find a lot more of the quality learning that you can do around those, and a lot more of the ones that deeply resonate with you. The company will provide something for you, but it may not resonate with you. But that may not be the only area where you can find professional development opportunities. Don't always just look inside your company. When you think about the benefits and the importance of professional development, another question to ask yourself is, what kind of employee do you want to be? What kind of manager do you want to be? And what kind of leader do you want to be? So when you think about your professional development, think both about the balance between your technical skills and your leadership skills, and make sure that you're paying attention to both of them if you want to move up the career ladder and take on responsibility for larger teams, for departments, or maybe even ultimately for the entire company. The people who are at those more senior levels have both a lot of technical capability and a lot of people leadership capability. And without both of those things, you're going to find yourself moved into a particular career advancement path that may not be exactly what you're looking for. I talked in an earlier video about career advancement in general. I'm just going to put a little reminder in for you in here. When you talk about career advancement and professional development and how important career advancement is, Just make sure you're on the right rung of the right ladder and the one that you want to be on. As I mentioned, reading Steve Camm's book, Level Up Your Life, he talks about, I would rather be at the bottom of a ladder that I want to climb rather than the top of a one I don't want to be on. Make sure that as you climb the career development and the career advancement ladder and you build your professional development skills and capabilities, make sure that it's taking you down the path that you really want to go down. So I believe that professional development is beneficial, but career advancement is essential. So as you start advancing in your career, recognize that you're creating a knowledge gap behind you. So every time you move into a new role, you're going to have to learn new things. Every time you move higher up in the organization, you're going to have to learn new management skills, new leadership skills. So career advancement will be the pull that'll force you to do a lot of the professional development. If you're smart about it, and you know where you're going in your career, you can identify some of those professional development initiatives that you want to take, or courses that you want to do, or programs that you want to attend that will actually allow you to leapfrog ahead and move to the next level of career advancement. But in lots of instances, career advancement produces the pull or the gap that you then fill with your professional development learning and growth over time. One of the other super important aspects of professional development is innovation. So I've written a book about innovation and I've worked in this space for most of my career and I absolutely love the whole area. But from the perspective of professional development, remember when you are putting your professional development goals together, make sure that you are doing some work associated with innovation. Every single company on the planet today knows they need to innovate in order to be able to stay competitive. If you have done thinking, learning, development, projects, programs, leadership around innovation, you will be inherently more valuable to your company and you'll also have more career advancement opportunities. That is one area of professional development that I would absolutely encourage you to pay particular attention to. Okay, I might be a bit biased, but it is also fun and fantastic. At the core of understanding the importance of professional development is you taking responsibility. And the reason why it's so important is you're taking responsibility for your own career advancement, but you're also taking responsibility for one of the most valuable assets in the company, which is you. A company is really only as good as its employees, and its employees are really the only people who are able to deliver satisfaction, innovation, new products. So when you think about professional development and career advancement, think about it in terms of your contribution back to the company as well as your own interest in doing what it is that you love and that brings you joy. One of the ways to get started on this is to do a promotion readiness assessment. I have a free promotion readiness assessment in the description below. Strongly urge you to go and do that. See where it is that you stand on your promotion readiness, and it'll also get you thinking about what are the areas of professional development that you want to grow yourself in order to be able to be ready for your next promotion. Go down below, pick up the link in the description, do the promotion readiness assessment, let us know how it goes, make a comment in the comments and tell us what your professional development goals are, and very best of luck to you.